Hello, Ifeanyi.
Hello.
What's good?
I'm alright.
What's up?
It is well.
Not, not. It
Uh-huh.
is well, especially if you're Nigerian in
Yes,
Nigeria.
yes, that's the state of everybody's mind now.
Hey,
State of mind. It is
sorry, I
well.
want to laugh. Let me just laugh it out
I'm telling you.
because I know. Me personally, I'm experiencing some parts in the whole country issues and all that. So I'm going to ask you,
Okay.
in the midst of all this chaos that's been going on in the country, how have you been protecting yourself from being depressed or going so down that you cannot come up again?
Anyway, I'm a church person.
Minister of God.
It is well. But we are expected to say, quote the Bible
Every now and then.
in quotes. Quote the Bible in quotes. Or give Bible verses. And like to how and where to find your solace in the word of God. Yes. And I'm a strong believer of that. But at the same time, life can happen to anybody.
Just face reality.
Yes, life can happen to anybody. And it can get to a point where you might be overwhelmed. You understand?
Yeah,
So
really.
what I would want to chip in there is just to say, I try my best.
You
I
try
try
your
my
best
possible best.
to stay off it.
Yes. Anything that will make me, want to dwell in the past or things I want to forget. I try to avoid them. I stay away from toxic people, from toxic relationships, toxic environments.
Toxic
No
environment.
matter the place, no matter the people. If I feel like I'm tolerated here, I just want to stay away.
And then this month, it's called the Men's Mental Health Awareness. So it's specifically for the men. So I want to ask you, at what point did you feel so down? Like you don't notice, say, this thing, you don't choke me for head, make I just either buy or just day, try and get yourself out of the situation.
The truth is that nobody, I think I want to emphasize on that, nobody really cares about a man's mental health.
I do care about a man's mental
No,
health.
even the man himself does not even care about
I do, because I have brothers
it.
and I
Anyway,
have a father.
you might say you do, but in reality, you don't. Because believe me, if they tell you the real things they are going through or the real things they are battling, you will have little or no contribution to that.
Is it that the society is making it seem that way? Or is this something that naturally what men believe, that nobody wants to know about their own side of the stories?
You are expected to be a man, in quotes.
Sometimes it's good to be emotional.
No matter what you go through, the truth is that the world doesn't even care about your story. Whatever you think you might be going through, nobody wants to care.
There are some persons that care.
Those persons that want to care or that care, they want to use it against you, are the ones that want to use it against you.
There are people that want to learn from it.
That is people who might have gone through similar situation that you are going through.
Similar situation now. What is that similar situation? I want to hear it. What is that situation? I want to hear it.
Okay. Like I said earlier, we are church people. And we are expected to be strong. It is expected.
But I'm a church person.
No, there's what I mean by church people. When I say
okay, like a minister, like a very active in church, everybody's looking up to you.
You're expected to be strong. You understand? So when you show any kind of sign of weakness or sign of humanity, I want to use the word sign of humanity, people want to talk down on you on the angle of you're still a small baby Christian, a weak Christian, that one and this one.
Now let's keep that. Can we skip the church, being a church person and people expecting to? Let's keep that and face reality and have this conversation as though you're not this church person.
It is well, but I'm still a church person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But let's be realistic a bit.
Okay, August 21st, 2020 was the first time I ever contemplated committing suicide. I think I can make the confession now because I've gotten over it.
Wow.
Now, what happened was that in the process of wanting to get married, one or two things begat another, and life happened.
And life happened.
You understand? Now, You know, when you have a reputation, so to say.
To protect.
Yes. And it's not because you went to steal or you went to rob. Like, you were trying to do the right thing.
Okay.
You were trying to do.
You're always trying to do the right thing.
You're trying to do a good thing, and you ended up doing the wrong thing. And then, instead of finding
Solace,
comfort or solace in the people who are
that you
supposed
call
to-
family.
Yes.
Not like your personal family, but you know, the gathering, the fellowship and all that.
You get. And it now looks as if everything is turned against you because you are the man.
And men are
Yes, nobody
they are
cares
the-
about your side of the
yes.
story. Nobody cares to know your side of the story. Nobody cares. Believe me.
hey,
No matter how you try to defend yourself, nobody cares to know your side of the story.
as a man.
Yes.
But why
You are
is
the man.
this June now called men's mental health
I don't know.
awareness? Because if this month is specifically for the men, you know, trying to get to know their problems and help them come around it, there should be some sort of, you know,
The truth about depression is that generally we don't even know you are depressed until it gets to a
become
point
suicidal.
that yes, you will not even know.
that part.
You will not even know.
That part is true.
You might be
It's
thinking that you are just getting angry. Or this is just bitterness. Or I refuse to forgive. I refuse to let go. I will do them back. This thing when you do me, I will do them back. And one thing will be leading to another.
Before you know it. Welcome back. If I am going to ask you, how did you deal with the situations whilst you were depressed?
Okay, now I'm going to be real here now. The funny thing about it is that I found solace with the so-called unbelievers in quotes. They were the ones that were actually there for me.
So, excuse me? Unbelievers.
Yes.
They are there for you.
In quotes.
Oh, wow. This is heartbreaking.
No, not necessarily. But the truth there is that
It's like it's a hard truth. It's something that people...
it's true. It's the truth that nobody wants to talk about. Or nobody wants to hear.
wants to hear.
Even church people don't want you to say it. But the truth is that they were the ones that actually check up on me.
And helped you.
Yes. They were the ones that actually knew that you were really going through something. They were the ones that will actually look at you and tell you, guy, this is not the you that I know before. They were the ones that will intentionally suspect something and come to spend the night with you and say, oh, no worry, I won't sleep for your house today.
Chai.
They are the
Wow,
ones that
this is
will get the
heartbreaking.
information and know that this person
Something
is really
don't
battling
sup, yeah.
something. But I'm sorry to say this, but the people that are supposed to come around you will abandon you and tell you to suffer by yourself. After all, you are the one that got yourself
into, and because you're a man, so
yes,
the
you are
whole
the one
thing
that
is
got
just
yourself into the
messy.
mess. So therefore, suffer and come back. We are waiting for you to come back. Yes, I know we are waiting for them to come back. But my question remains, what if the devil carries the person from there?
Yeah, and the person commits the suicide that we're going for.
Not just necessarily suicide. Some people fall out from there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because they want to fall out and not come back, but because they have this sense of stigmatization that people are going to stigmatize them. They will say, is it not this sister that used to lead or raise holy hands and do this? Now she was hearsay, she do this kind of thing. Is it not this brother? And most of the times it's hearsay. You don't even have a tangible, concrete information to back up whatever you are saying. It's just what you heard. And just like that, the person is rejected.
Okay, let's say, you said something about men not wanting to say or tell you why they are depressed or tell you that they are depressed. And in a situation where a closest family member of yours finds out that you're depressed, would you let the person in to help you come out? Or you just want to just close your doors because you don't want them to use it against you or something?
Okay, now you said the closest member of the family. It can be a brother or sister.
It can be a brother, it can be anybody.
Husband, wife.
Anybody.
Okay. I think depends on the person's level of maturity and ability to absorb the information you're about to pass.
Okay.
Yes, because there are people you give out secrets and you become the death of them.
That's true.
Okay. Now, The flip side of it is, what if the family that is supposed to shed you or protect you from the storm are the ones giving you the storm? So who do you now go to? You know,
Yeah, who do you now go to?
Yes, this matter of depression is quite long.
Yeah, it's long.
It's quite long. It's not as simple as people think it is. It's very broad.
Yeah, it's broad.
Because it's not a matter of telling me to open up to you, open up to you, open up to you. If I open up to
Will
you,
you be there?
yes, how will you handle
Yeah,
it?
will you be there?
How will you handle it? Because most times I don't tell people I understand you, tell me, unless it's something I've gone through myself. If I've not passed through that stage myself, I can't tell you to tell me
yes.
that I will understand. I'm not widowed. I've not experienced the loss of a child. My two parents are still alive. So I can't go to somebody that lost a parent
and say you understand. I understand how you feel. Stop crying. Stop mourning.
I want to go and claim that the person is not strong.
Yeah.
You are not strong. That is why you are crying.
Be a man. Be a man. And you see that be a man, they tell most men, it has affected them more.
Someone will lose money, a huge amount of money in business.
They tell him be a man.
And the person is depressed.
Can you imagine?
The person,
be a man.
Is it not because of ordinary money that you lost?
You did not lose your life. Be a man.
Yes, you understand. I'm not trying to say that people should go ahead, not care about anybody. But the truth is that sometimes we have to let people be vulnerable, no matter their sex.
Yes.
Whether they be
men or women.
Allow the person, no matter however the person wants to express him or herself, especially when in pain, especially when in remorse. Especially, I wish I am talking to my fellow church people now. I would have said, especially when the person falls. Because nobody, even Jesus himself, had to tell the people that wanted to stone Mary to death. He said, if any one of you here, you have not done a greater sin than this, then come out and cast the first stone. He didn't say, if you know you have not committed something like this. He said, if you know you have not committed a greater one than this.
I just wish.
But we will try to be hypocritical about it because they don't catch this one.
So that means everybody is a saint.
Yes,
everybody is now a saint.
Descend on him or her. Everybody now becomes a saint.
So what thing, let's say an advice you could give to anybody that is currently going through a man, because this is about the men's mental health awareness. What advice can you give them going through this situation? How do you want them to come out of it? As if they're willing to.
Okay. First of all, let me talk like a church person. I would say,
yeah, this church person.
Yes, now I would say try to study the word.
What if the person is an unbeliever?
My brother.
You just throw the message
However you can get back to your senses, go for it. That's the only thing I can say to the person. However you can get back to your senses, however you can get back to your normal sense, go for it. But don't lose yourself on the way. That is what I can say, because I can't start suggesting anything. Because I think I can say however, or whatever you can do, whichever people you can go to, and they will help you get back to yourself.
Do it.
Go there. Because at the end of the day, it is one man for himself. It is your life we're talking about. The very day you die,
everybody moves on.
Those people you are afraid of what they are going to say or what they are going to do, they will move on.
They will move on.
They will move on like nothing happened. They will move on like nothing happened. I am saying this unapologetically.
Yeah.
Anyhow you can get back to your senses, anyhow you can get back to your normal self. If it means rendering an apology, go and render an apology. If it means maybe how do I put this? Maybe staying alone
or dancing, or drinking,
or even if it means locking yourself up in a room and cry pour
the emotions. But just get yourself back.
Whatever you can do that will help you get back to yourself, go ahead. Because we that are claiming that we care, my brother, we don't care. We don't necessarily care.
I do care.
It is well.
I do care because I've been in the situation. I've been in a similar situation like this.
I want to believe that you care.
But you know, I'm not going to share my story right now. A time will come when I'll share my story with you guys. You know that?
Yes.
I've been depressed too. I've been really depressed. So I can relate to what you're saying.
I would have wanted to make my story public, but for fear of, one thing or the other, something we have to say behind the camera. You understand?
Yeah, don't for this episode, I'm very good.